Hello and welcome to Archvelder's Hacks with Archvelder and his amazing hacks. In this video we'll be trying a variety of methods to one-shot people in the Maw. First and most obviously, during the Kyrian invasion in the Maw, you get these spears lying around which are clearly intended to be used for quest objectives on NPCs. They do substantially less damage against players, but if you stack up 10 of these because they are instant cast, you can still remove over 90% of a decently geared player's health. Before we get to the best opportunity here though, a quick word about my Patreon, where I will be shortly uploading an amazing trick to get a shield with 1 million health at the start of Battlegrounds, and details of a fantastic world quest item that can one-shot up to 9 mobs at once for super fast leveling. Now, going back to the Maw, the absolute best opportunity here is for mages. For some reason, Blizzard, in what is one in a long series of shrewd and intelligent decisions, have put in a stupidly overpowered buff, which can be spell stolen right next to Venari's Refuge, where Horded Alliance players constantly travel in and out, just trying to get on with their questing. Naturally, I wouldn't dream of cynically exploiting such an opportunity for my own amusement, except in this case where I really want to. You see these gigantic Mawsworn constructs here. They have an ability called Rising Heat. Now, Rising Heat works like this. It causes the caster to inflict 10% increased damage and move 10% faster. And crucially, it stacks. In fact, it stacks right up to 20 for a massive 200% damage increase and a 200% speed bonus for 20 seconds. Now, mages can spell steal this and just obliterate any horde that happen to be in the area, as we'll see. But first, you need to know how to do this. However many of the stack the construct has, each spell steal will only increment your stacks of Rising Heat by 1. So spell steal the construct, then the mob will launch an AoE fire attack at you. You'll need to dance around this flame as it will begin to drive your health down. This gets easier as your stacks of Rising Flame increase as you move faster and faster. Now, unless you're playing Arcane, who have a very mana efficient spell steal, don't steal the stack of Rising Flame every time the construct casts the spell, or you'll end up running out of mana. Give it a few seconds extra. Now, you can wait until you get 20 stacks of Rising Heat for a massive 200% damage buff, but that takes a little time. So generally what I do is build up at least 5 stacks and then look out for any horde that happen to be passing. You'll also frequently get ambushed when doing this, which is very amusing when it happens. Now, once you've stacked up your buffs and located a suitable target, you'll want to use a one-shot macro, as the stacks of Rising Heat only last 20 seconds. There are lots of videos and internet content that list one-shot macros, but this is the one I use for fire. Now, the second you attack anyone in the area, the Kyrian guards will attack you, which would be a problem if you couldn't just go inside the cave here and phase them out completely, dropping combat in the process. Note the Elysian Bulwark guards have a 10% damage buff you can spell steal also. There's another trick worth mentioning here for Death Knights, who can actually use their Control Undead spell on the mawforged constructs, which, aside from the coolness factor of having such a massive pet, these things are actually pretty strong. Their AoE attack is exceptional for a world mob. Aside from just harassing other players, these things are pretty good for killing other rares. They are the best mob you can control in the game currently. Now, you shouldn't get banned for doing any of this stuff because it's all well within the rules of the game, though Blizzard may nerf some of the opportunities here. Now, I notice when reading YouTube comments on this and other channels that people tend to prefer much shorter and to the point videos. The reason YouTubers tend not to do that, and believe me, we love making short videos, is that YouTube punishes you heavily for short videos and doesn't push your videos as much. I don't think people quite understand that if you make a short video, almost literally no one sees it. YouTube won't even notify your subscribers. So if you prefer this type of quick video, do make a point of subscribing, liking and sharing it on social media. Thanks for watching. This has been Archvale.